know what they say, there's nothing to it but to do it. And yes, I am sitting on the floor Indian style. I'm doing that right now. Anyways, I don't know if this is going to be a lesson for the new mystery school or if this is going to be another episode of that deep shit. Either or, we finna get busy. Alright, so look, we're gonna touch on the dream world and mapping of the dream world, right? So I know everybody dreams. I would hope to think that everybody dreams, or I would hope to think that everybody goes to sleep at least, you know what I'm saying? So normally when you go to sleep, you dream, even though if you don't remember it, you do. Working on uncalcifying the pineal gland is one way to ensure that you can remember your dreams, and that's a good sign that you need to kind of do some pineal work if you're not remembering your dreams. One thing that's important about the dream world is there is a lot of information of the unknown that you can take from the dream world and use it in the real world. And from here on out in the video, we're going to reference both sides of the awakened state and the sleeping state as universe A and universe B. Okay, we'll say the awakened state is universe A, and we'll say the sleep state or the dream world is universe B. You can interchange this as much as you like. Okay, so when you're in the awakened state, the physical world, the third dimension, where things tend to go down, you come across a lot of life problems, and sometimes you can't solve these problems, and a lot of the times the answers to these problems lie in universe B, the sleeping state, the dream world. There's definitely a veil, a line between A and B, and when you cross that line, or when you cross that veil, it's usually when you go to sleep. It can be accessed in the awakened state, but that's a whole nother video, you know what I'm saying? And hold on. All right, I just want to make sure the sound is good. All right. So, oh yeah, this right here is a necklace that was made for me by a friend. You can check her store out, the Uptown Underground. She makes nice little pieces. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, when you sleep is when you can access or when you cross over to this other realm. Some believe that this is the true realm. This is the true, where true life really exists, the life that we don't know about. All right, and the whole meat of this video is to say that this other side can be mapped. It is a place that's available, even though that we have dreams that are different almost every day or every night. It's still a place that you can go, and if you stay conscious while you sleep, you can have reign over this map. And it's kind of like getting lost in the forest and leaving little pieces of popcorn or something to find your way back. Is kind of like where I'm going with this video. Proof that this is a real thing. Here's the proof, because we don't deal with pseudoscience here. Okay, here's the proof, and every time I give you proof that everybody can kind of relate to, or I would hope to think that everybody can kind of relate to, right? So, just checking the sound. So, have you ever had a dream to where you went back to a place that you had a dream about before? Usually, in my experience, there's been many times I've had a dream about this store that I would go visit, and every other year or so, 2 or 3 years, I would have a dream and return back to this store. So obviously this store is a place. I've had another dream of being in this neighborhood, this certain neighborhood where the streets were weird. And it's funny because every time I have the dream, every other year or so, every 3 or 4 years or so, I remember the streets, not actually remember the street names, but I remember, okay, well, if I go right here, then I can, this is going to happen, this is going to be there. And it's never quite the same or what I expect. It's always a little different, but it's always a sense of familiarity. It's a sense of it being familiar. I'll just say that, right? So, so there's just a little bit of proof, if you've had reoccurring dreams, that the dream state can be mapped out. All right. The dream state is almost like the upside down world. If you ever seen the show Stranger Things kind of touches on this simple fact of it's almost the reverse of the physical world A, universe A. It's just like a reverse. So soon as you cross over, things look the same as far as what looks familiar to you. So the best way that I could probably describe this, and this is kind of gonna, this topic is probably gonna go into another video about the clip-off, but it's almost the first levels of the clip-off. The clip-off is the other side of the tree of life. So there's two trees. There's the tree of life, and then there's the other side, the reverse side of the tree of life. And I believe, or I have been led to know that the dream state is just the first levels of the clip-off. Okay, and I'll do a clip-off video and do a video about what happens when you die later. Not right now, though. This will just be an introduction to that, right? So when you go over to Universe B, whether sleeping or dying, which sleeping is a light form of dying, you're just coming back. So just hence the phrase, sleep is the cousin of death, because it is. You're dying every night and you're just coming back. That's pretty much all it is. You're dying not physically, but mentally. And is, but that's a whole other video within itself. But so when you first cross over to Universe B, those first few levels or first few dimensions of Universe B are pretty much a reflection of Universe A. We'll just say that. So in this universe, it's easy to run into people that you know. That's why you have dreams of people that you know. You know what I'm saying? And if you're doing it right, and if you both are on both strong spiritual paths, you guys can interact with each other in Universe B. That's how it works. But yeah, the show Stranger Things kind of touches on that a little bit in one of the episodes. One thing that you could do while you're in the awakened state in Universe A to help you travel or explore Universe B and retain the information is program your DNA while you're awoke. How do you program your DNA? Why is this important? I'm clowning. How do you program your DNA when you're woke? Light, different sounds, things that you digest, all program your DNA. Teas that you may drink, food that you may drink. And to give you an example of why this is real, have you ever ate something and then had a bad dream? Because something that you ate, it wasn't that you ate something bad. It's just that the combination of herbs or seasonings that was in the food that you ate changed your DNA structure or programmed your DNA, and you had a dream or a quote-unquote nightmare. So that's why you know that herbs or seasonings are powerful, and they do alter your DNA. Oh, here's a shameless plug. Please visit the website and purchase the Ajna Chakra tea if you really want to get that DNA programmable structure in your life to go ahead and see what's on the other side of that universe B and map that out. Please feel free to do so. I greatly appreciate that. All right, shameless plug. So, yeah. So things that you watch. So when I was talking about light and sound, like if you're watching a movie, you know, like some people, not me per se, but some people will watch a movie on TV and then have a bad dream or not a. See, when people say bad dreams, it's just because they're having a dream of something that they may not want to see or something that's unknown to them. So they feel like it's bad, but there's information in everything. There's nothing to ever fear. You're not going to get hurt. You're never going to, you know what I'm saying? It's not Nightmare on Elm Street, all right? Nightmare on Elm Street, another perfect example of them putting out there that there's a universe A and a universe B. Of course, they put it in the form of a horror flick, but just like a lot of movies, there's a lot of information that they put in there. We just are not absorbing it for what it is, but that was a straight Kalipov movie. Straight up, for real. Straight dream world. Inception is another example of them putting high occult knowledge and occult science in the movie. They're going levels deep into the dream world. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And just like I said earlier, there's levels to the universe B, and those first few levels are really familiar, where things look like how it does here. But the deeper you go into it, things will start looking a lot less familiar. Then you start to get into what they deem psychedelic hallucinations, but that's real shit. It's just that you're going deeper into universe B. So when you pass away, you probably go way past anything familiar of universe A when you pass away. But like I said, I'm not gonna do that video yet. That I'll save that for later, y'all. Even though I've been asked to do that video, what happens when you die, I'm not gonna do that yet. All right. So yeah. So Inception touches on that a lot when they talk about how many levels deep can you go into a dream, and a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream. You know, we get shown these things that actually do program our psyche. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anyways, light and sound, food, things that you drink, spirits, alcohol, all these things, meditation, breathing, all these things are ways to program the DNA to find different paths. These are all different paths. Like, for example, drinking may take you down a different path. Breathing may take you to a different path. You know, watching something on TV, light and sound, that's what that is, may take you to a different path. Different foods, herbs, things of that nature. These are all different pathways. So you have to keep in mind that you are making a choice to go through these pathways. You know what I'm saying? So decalcifying the pineal will help one retain memory, and you can start going back to places that you have visited before in the dream world. Let's see what else we got. So that's about it, man. Have fun with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that you can try out for yourself. Don't believe nothing I'm talking about. I don't want you to. What I want you to do is see what works. You know what I'm saying? It may not work for you. You may not never experience that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just here to tell you that you could experience that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not condoning the use of any alcohol or any drugs at all. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you that really different things take you down different paths. You know what I'm saying? So be responsible, drink teas, visit the website, get that Ajna chakra tea. In fact, I'm in the process of releasing the other chakra teas. Those will be coming this year as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut this video down. I think it's went on long enough. Listen to me ramble. I just want to thank everybody that supports New Mystery School, New Rebel ENT, Connect the Dots, and that deep shit. With that being said, keep them third eyes open. You already know.